What is going on, everybody? And welcome to the RPS PinSeeker PGA Strategy Show. I am your host, back again, JSU. And with me, we got the usual crew on the Wednesday show. My boy, Big T. Big T, what's up, brother?
What's going on? Another week. We're deep in these playoffs now. 70-man field. We got some things going on today with the NBA and baseball, canceling some games and stuff. But PGA, big week of the PGA to talk about. I mean, a no-cut event. I think 69 people. At least I think only one person withdrew. Should be fun, though. We got all the big dogs. We got some massive tournaments across the industry. I'm excited to talk about it.
Hell yeah. And we got AP. AP, man, bringing the hot takes. Show Big T what's up today, AP. What's going on?
What's going on, guys? It's another Wednesday. I'm excited to be back. And I'm excited my man Big T down there saved me with MLB. I was out grilling with the family. I had to make Wednesdays. I always make dinner. I'm always on the grill, and we don't have that much grill time left this season. I checked Discord, and that's why Discord's so great. I see Big T say stack all the early games. We stack them up, and hopefully it'll be fine, but we'll see.
The good news is it's kind of like what we talk about on some of these golf shows where it could work out great for us and we could do good, or it could pan out just normal, the late games play. And we still have guys we like, though, is the good news. It's not like we were full on just punting for the early games. So I like that strategy.
How about DJ last week, guys? I don't know if we're on the golf yet, but holy man.
I mean, we were not on him. I know I didn't have a single share.
Nope, I didn't have a share either. Big T, Redmond in the chat. He's saying, what's going on? You look sober.
No, incorrect.
Incorrect, he says. Incorrect.
We're on glass number 2. We're right along pace, Redmond.
All right, he's getting the bottle done. Getting bottle number 1. It's slowly going to get done. But boys, let's talk about the golf. You brought up DJ. DJ is the highest player in the field this week, 11.5. We got John Rahm at the top at 11K on Draftkings, Justin Thomas, Bryson Chambro, Rory McIlroy, 10K range and up. It's pretty loaded. AP, I'm going to start it with you. What are we thinking here?
Like, before we get into this 10, I got to ask you guys, because like last week I was so surprised by the scoring. I mean, it was ridiculously low. I could tell Coop was tilted. He was like, man, the PGA should be ashamed of themselves for allowing the course to play this easy. How do you think the course is going to play this week? Do you guys think? I mean, everything I've read said it's long. I mean, it's going to be like the rough is going to be like what, 5 inches or something like that. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be challenging.
JSU is familiar with that 5 inches length. Maybe he can share.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys later. I'm out of here. Deuces.
Oh, man.
In all seriousness, though, I mean, I think the course is going to play harder. Whoever's taking control of the course had to see last week. I mean, they don't want guys finishing 30 under par. I mean, that's just dumb. I mean, he played great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he didn't. He was incredible. But I don't care how good you play. You shouldn't be able to finish 30 under par. That's too good. That's too low. I'm excited to see it. I think we see about 10 to 12 under win this week.
All right, I like that. All right, JSU. I'll get on to the top range. 10K and up. So, let me just start with the guy I'm fading. I'm fading Rory. I know a few, we're kind of split, I think. I was looking at the tiers before we got on here. I see a few guys on our golf team that are on Rory. I'm off him. He's a fade for me. He just hasn't done anything for me. He has no top 10s. I mean, we talked about it last week. So, I mean, yeah, if he turns it around, if he gets the win or whatever, I mean, if that's what I'm fading, I'm completely fine fading him. I'm not playing Bryson either. I'm locked in on the 3 guys up top. Justin Thomas, obviously my photo back here. He's the GOAT. one of the best players in the world. John Rahm, who our team is very high on. I mean, every time I go and look in our chat, Snyder's talking John Rahm up. He's continuing to post how the odds are changing in favor of Rahm versus JT versus DJ. I get like a daily update from my boy Snyder on that. And then Dustin Johnson. I mean, man, this guy ran away from the field. I feel like he's the type of guy that, he's probably going to look at last week and he's just going to say, yeah, I was playing all right. And it wouldn't surprise me at all to see him continue with that form and carry it into this week. I think if I had to rank it, my guy, Snyder kind of talked me into it. I think I'm going to rank him like John Rahm 1, Justin Thomas 2, and DJ 3 up top for me.
All right. So John Rahm looks like he's going to be the highest owned player up in this 10K and up range. But they're all double digit ownership. So it's not like that big of a deal. He's projected at 20%. So it's nothing crazy. It's not like 30. Tony, I'm going to bring it to you. What are you thinking with this top range? John Rahm looks like he's the most popular of the range. Do you agree with that? And then if not, who do you like as the guy, top guy for you?
Yeah, so DJ coming off that huge week, I'm definitely going to fade him. I mean, I don't like to come back with guys right after that. Maybe next week we get back on DJ for the championship, but I mean, he was 30 under, he rolled to victory. I just don't want to come back with him. So Rahm, according to the odds, which we love on this show and at Run Pure, a lot of us are big time into what the bookmakers think. And according to them, Rahm is definitely the best in this field at this course. So it's Rahm for me at the top. And after that, in the 10K range, I'm definitely fading Rory. I'm with AP there. Like I said, I'm fading DJ. So then it comes down to if I'm playing Bryson or JT, kind of what the argument's been all year long. I think JT's a much better fit for the course. I don't think anyone's going to play Bryson. So it is kind of a back and forth for me. I do think JT's probably a better play, but he's going to be at least double the ownership too. So I'm a little torn on my number 2 guy. I might even just go down to the next range and play a guy like Morikawa or maybe one of these guys we get to in the next range. But if I had to rank them as of right now, it would for sure be Rahm 1. I think I'd rank it Bryson number 2, JT number 3. But I mean, I consider Rahm like almost a lock button for me, just according to the odds. It's a no-cut event. I just think he's like borderline lock for like a top 5 to 10 finish as like a floor. And I think he probably wins. So I might just lock Rahm and kind of see where these next guys fall. But for sure, Rahm, Bryson, JT for my official ranks.
All right. So you really like Rahm. You don't even care what his ownership is going to be. You think he's going to win. Let's move down to this 9K range then, because you talked about a guy, Morikawa. Him and Berger look like the 2 most popular plays in this range. AP, I'm going to start it off with you. Start talking about those guys. If you like either of them, if you do, obviously why. If not, who do you like?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to start with my favorite guy in this range, Daniel Berger. I mean, he looks like one of the best golfers. I mean, he is one of the best golfers in the world right now. And a few things I'm looking at. I know this will get Tony laughing, but when you're talking about long irons, proximity from 175 to 200.
At least you can't even say it with a straight face anymore.
AP can't even say it with a straight face. Do you see what the Wednesday show does, Tony? It's the Wednesday
that's too good. Okay. So he's a good long iron player. He's good at avoiding 3 putts. Man, he's been so good at scrambling. He's been good at avoiding bogeys. And I want a guy I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard it's a semi-bomber course. I heard it's a second shot course. And I think Daniel Berger is like the best of both worlds. I mean, he's fairly long off the tee, but this dude is hitting fairways. His approach game is strong. I think he's one of my favorite plays in this range, 9,700 on DraftKings. And then, I think you're talking about Collin Morikawa. I mean, he's just, he's a phenomenal play. The other thing is, man, I know he's a major champion now, but we can't forget that this dude won the Workbench Charity Open. We talk about it every week. We like to see how guys did there. And he's a winner, so he's definitely going to make the pool. But it's for me, it's Berger, it's Morikawa, and Xander. I don't know. I could be talked into it. I guess he didn't make my list right away, but this is what we do on the Wednesday show. I mean, you guys might be able to talk me into him.
Yeah, well, Tony, I mean, can we talk him into any Xander, or who can we talk him into? Because Berger and Morikawa seem like they're going to be solid plays. Like, most people are on those guys. But is there anyone else in this range?
Yeah, so, I mean, we always talk about it. These guys at the top are incredible plays. All of them are really good golfers. All of them could win the tournament. They're the best. They're the highest price for a reason. So we got to make some tough fades. I think I'm fading Morikawa the more I look at it. Like, he had that big win. He missed the cut last week. Next week's the Tour Championship, obviously. I think this week is kind of another little letdown. I don't see him playing great this week. Again, he's a great play. I don't have a problem with it. You just got to take a stand somewhere. And I like Berger more. I think Berger is just solid. Like, you got to pick one of these three, in my opinion. Assuming you play one guy at the top, I think you can only pick one in this range. If you faded the top range, maybe you play two of these guys. But for me, I just want to play Berger more than Morikawa. And Jason Day missed the cut last week too, I think. So he's out. Scheffler played really good last week. He's out for me. So it comes down to Xander or Berger for me. It's a tough call, but I think I lean Berger more. And honestly, I like Bryson and JT more than Xander too. So I want to play two of these guys on all my teams from 9K, I guess 9-7 since Berger's my guy and up. So I guess I would rank it Berger and then Xander, but I'm leaning towards even fading Xander, honestly. Like, I want to get my player pool low, especially at the top, to where I can have a couple studs on like all my – maybe I have three guys, Rahm, Bryson, Berger, or JT. I'll pick three of those four guys and have two on every team. So I want to narrow my pool, especially at the top, because I'm going to take some stabs on some cheap guys this week with the no-cut event. So I'll just go all in at the top, hope our good stud hits, and kind of go that way.
All right, so yeah, this is so would you be starting lineups in this range, Tony, or are you probably going to start?
I'm going to play a stud personally. I think you can for sure, 100%. If you like Xander and Berger and Morikawa, play two of them. I'm 100% okay with that. I just need Rahm, or at the very least Bryson. I think I'm going to lock Rahm though. The more I think about it, like, I just think he's clearly the best play. It's a no-cut event, so we can find some cheap guys like we always do. And I'm just going to lock Rahm, and I'm going to play one of these other guys, Bryson, Berger, Xander.
AP, same question to you before we move on. Is this a range where you would start your lineup, or are you personally going to pay up for at least one stud?
Yeah, so I was messing around with roster construction, and I was starting builds with Daniel Berger. So, like, not even Xander. And I love the way my builds looked. And I know, like, I always like to read what the cash guys say. I was reading what Hoop was saying. And, he was talking about don't be afraid to completely punt in cash games to get more, high-quality guys in your build. And so the builds that I was building with Daniel Berger, they were more, balanced in nature, and that they looked and felt good. And that might be – it's typically the cash route, but that might be the tournament route for me this week.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good. I am still undecided if I'm going to start my build in the 9K range or if I want to go up for some Bryson.
Tyler S. brings up a good question in here. He says, if you're playing one lineup, first of all, he says line, so I shouldn't even answer the question, but one lineup, the 200 single entry, is a better route to play two of these guys like Berger and Morikawa, or prioritize a stud? Like, I consider all these guys a stud. Play your favorite guy. I always say you should play your favorite guy, no matter what price he is, as your top guy. Like, if he's 8,800, play him. If he's 9,200, play him. If he's 11K, play him. Any of these guys are good to start your team with. They all could win the tournament. They all are really solid. So
I mean, all right. So what do you need to win this week? You need the winner. You need you probably need one or two more top fives and another top 10. And then one guy who just, scored well. You know, you could probably win with a guy that's like 25th as long as he's making some eagles or birdies. You know,
so I mean,
you gotta have the winner in there,
in the field.
So that's how, like, if you're building one lineup, I would keep that in mind. Like look at the field and just, you know, find like 3 guys that you think have win upside, play them, and then build around it.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. Let's move on though, boys. Let's get to this AK range. Patrick Cantlay, Patrick Reed, Tony Finau, Tiger Woods, Hideki. You know, a bunch of guys in this range. Let's start though there. Let's start in that like 85 to 89 range. Some solid golfers in this range. AP, let's bring it back to you. Who are we looking at here? We got your boy Finau. We got Tiger Woods, Hideki. Like, where is the guy? What guy are you looking at? Like the top guy in that range? Nope. Is he muted?
Oh man, muted. The whole 8K range, right?
Wow. Yeah. So the 85 to 89 range.
85 to 89.
That like top.
Yeah. So I mean, this whole 8K range, there's so many plays in here. You know, honestly, one of the guys that stands out for me the most, I hope he goes under owned, and the projections are looking that way right now. I want guys that can hit fairways, and I want guys that are avoiding bogeys and giving themselves a chance to make birdies, you know, because we don't want guys just making pars all day. We need some scoring upside. Patrick Cantlay's that guy for me. He's coming off a missed cut at the Northern Truss, which was pretty much a birdie fest. And I like how this course sets up for him. You know, he's good at avoiding 3 putts. He's really good at scrambling. You know, the area of his game that he's struggling with right now is, taking advantage of hitting fairways and stuff. But I feel like he's too good of a golfer. He has too much skill and talent to keep, you know, putting up mediocre, average performances. So for me, I have a lot of interest in Cantlay. I think the price is far too low on him. We're usually accustomed to seeing him in the upper, mid 9K range. And then, Tony Finau, he had that semi-hot streak, and now he's just been a consistent cut maker. I think Finau's safe. We need him to hit fairways, and then we need his approach game to be on to give himself a chance to score here. I do worry about the bomb and gouge type guys. If they're not hitting fairways and if they're hitting this rough, I think it's going to penalize them quite a bit. That would be my one concern. And then, I mean, man, I'm hearing a lot of talk about Patrick Reed as well. I don't know if I'm extremely high on him, but he's a gamer. You get a field like this, it's the playoffs. He didn't do what we needed him to do last week, but that was a birdie fest. Anything can kind of happen when you have scores like that. So it's one I can overlook. I know I was high on him last week, though, and I was high on him for a reason. It's playoff time. And so I think he's going to make that top 3 for me. And I think, unless you guys can change my mind on this, but I think the guy I'm going to fade in this range is Tiger, 8,600. I hope he gets some traction. I know he hit the ball well last week. He just couldn't putt. So, I'm curious to see what you guys think about Tiger.
Tony, Tiger Woods, what are you thinking here?
I mean, first of all,
I know I'm out on Tiger Woods.
First of all, we need a confirmation from VJ West in the chat room. Said, "Hold up, does AP have a do-rag on?"
It's my special do-rag.
we need confirmation. Is it a do-rag?
It's funny how it looks like a do-rag. Should have just I should have just went hatless with the new haircut.
Yeah.
There you go. Show it off.
The workbench will be ready if everybody sees that hair. But no, I unfortunately can't say Tiger to get off Tiger because he's my favorite in this range. He's 27-1, better odds to win than anybody in the field. Yeah, he stunk last week, but Cantlay's been terrible. He hasn't done anything. He's finished miscut 43rd, 35th, 32nd. Hasn't shown me anything. I'm off him. Patrick Reed, I just don't think I ever want to play Patty Reed. Finau missed the cut last week, disappointed me. Tiger's going to be pretty low owned, and he's got the best win odds in this whole range at 27-1. I'm coming back with my main man Eldrick this week. I like him a lot too, and Hideki. Those are my two guys. Hideki, I always end up liking Hideki. I don't know what it is about him. He never wins for me. He never comes through, but I always play him. And again, I think he's going to be pretty low owned. He's 39-1, so a little bit worse than Tiger, but those are my two guys in this high 8K range. I mean, I love Tiger this week. I can't wait to play him. I think he has a chance to win this week, honestly.
All right. So Tony likes Tiger Woods. Did he do it, AP? Did he talk you in a little bit?
I mean, everything I've heard from these greens, I think they're tough. I mean, What do
you think? Tough greens are gonna scare Tiger?
I mean, he couldn't make a putt last week. I know. I did.
Tiger Woods.
No, I know. Okay, so Tiger's the one that his irons were phenomenal last week, and his ball striking was really good. So I could definitely get Tiger Woods, but Hideki, I'm probably off. But Cantlay, I mean, that's the other one. Maybe I need.
He's just been so bad. He's shown us nothing. He's like the Rory of this range.
That is true.
I'm going Woods over Cantlay.
So I hear you.
And we can't play Patty Reed. We got to get on Eldrick on the Wednesday show.
I mean, I do like that. What about proximity, though? Come on, T. Proximity.
Eldrick. If there's one thing I know about Eldrick Tiger Woods, he knows how to get that proximity to the hole lined up. I'll tell you that much.
I don't know if I've ever seen this before. I just saw an outfielder spin around looking for a ball in the air.
Hopefully it was my hitter that hit it to him.
I don't know. Do you have Tigers? Do you have
Miguel of course Cabrera? I have Tigers. What do you mean do I have Tigers? Tigers are the best team. I definitely have Cabrera. That wasn't Cabrera.
He kind of spun and the ball hit him in the glove and it popped up in the air and he kept spinning around looking for it.
Cabrera, it would take Cabrera 2 days to get to second base.
Well, he got to second base.
That wasn't Cabrera. That's why he got the second.
Who was it?
Cabrera cannot hit a double. He's too slow.
Oh, wait. Miggy's on third. Never mind. He was already on. That was Candelario. My bad.
WW Fresh said horrible joke. That's not true, WW Fresh. That was a good joke. Stop.
WW Fresh, you can't come at Big T like that. Yeah. He doesn't like that.
Acceptable.
He's gonna come after you too, just like Big D. Where's Big D?
Big D's been he'll probably be back Monday. He usually comes on Mondays.
He was hiding after that one day. He went in hibernation.
He said not you. He wasn't. I apologize then, WW Fresh. You weren't talking to me. I take it back. I apologize. We're still good.
Made sure it was clear. All right, you're off the list then. You're not on the Big T list. All right, so let's get down to this bottom 8K range. Tony, let's start it with you. You got your man Billy Horschel at 8K, Paul Casey, your boy, 8-1. Victor Hovland, 8-1. There's a lot of solid golfers in this range. Tony, what are we doing?
We're rooting on these Tigers first. Another little double.
I'm rooting on these Tigers for you because you got them. So
I like that. That's good mojo. Yeah. But this range, first of all, I got distracted and I missed my main man in the low 8Ks, Adam Scott. He's like Hideki for me. I play Hideki and Adam Scott every single week. They're just ball strikers. They always have a chance to top 10 for you. I always feel like I have a chance with guys like that. So I'm for sure playing Adam Scott. But then you work into a little lower range. I mean, Casey, a no-cut event. I don't want to play Casey in a no-cut event. I don't like it. Billy Ho, I'm off him after that 2 weeks ago where he peed down his leg and choked. Definitely off him. Louis Oosthuizen, definitely not playing him. I'm kind of out of this range, honestly. I'm going to play Tiger. I'm going to play Hideki. I'm going to play Scott. I'm playing the studs, and then I'm going all the way down to find the grease balls at the bottom.
All right, AP. Tony's kind of off this range, at least the lower 8K range. What about you? Are you on this range? Your boy Matty Wolf? Anyone?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on Matty Wolf. I am on Kevin Kisner though. This dude, third place, fourth place finish. He's like a really streaky guy. I mean, when he's bad, he's bad. When he's good, he's really good, and he's really good on the greens. So I definitely like Kevin Kisner. I'm going to be overweight on him, and hopefully he's lower-ish owned. He's not usually priced this high. So, but he's coming off two, top five, a third place at the Wyndham, a fourth at the Northern Trust, and I just think he's a phenomenal play this week. And then, I mean, Harris English, I feel like the cash guy's got to be all over him. He's just a great ball striker, playing really well right now. Brings a ton of momentum into this event with the second place finish last week, 23rd. I mean, when's the last time he's missed a cut? Like, he's making a ton of cuts. And I agree with Adam Scott. I played him last week. I was really high on him. I think it was the second or third round, he really let us down. Outside of that one round, he was okay, but he wasn't scoring like we needed to. We need some guys that can score. I feel like Kisner can score this week. His putter is just on fire right now. So that's one of the other reasons I like him. I'm not on Tyrell Hatton. I'm probably fading Adam Scott. I'm fading Matty Wolf, even though, man, I should probably not fade him. I mean, it was like his second or third round last week too. I mean, he came out of the gates just on fire, and I was just like, man, I shouldn't have faded my boy. But then he fell back, and he failed to score on the weekend. And so maybe I'm torn. I had him as a fade, but maybe I'm torn. I'm not playing Paul Casey. And, I don't know. I think I'd have to be talked into Victor Hovland. I mean, his price is so low. I feel like he's going to be massive chalk in this range. And he actually fits the mold outside of scrambling for me when you look at what he's done. But like for me this week, if I'm looking at a guy that's solid tee to green, is able to hit fairways, able to hit greens, I mean, that's Victor Hovland. So, I mean, this could be one of those cases where I just overlooked him. We're so used to him being priced in that 9K range. He's one of those guys I might have to come back and take a look at. But I feel like he's just going to be really chalky in this range. And then Oosthuizen, I know Coop was trying to talk me into him. I got to go reread what our guy Coop was saying. But he liked him as a tournament play. I'm probably not going to play him, but I got to go reread and see what he was talking about on Oosty.
All right. No Usti for me. I just never gets it done when I roster him, so I'm just staying away from him. But yeah, anything else in this range, boys, before we go down even lower?
I mean, are you guys playing Hovland? Like, this is the point. Like, I feel like he's the guy I overlooked. I mean, what do you guys think about Hovland?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't like him much. I don't know. Like, I like him. It's hard for me to play him over these other guys, like, in the same range. I mean, he did look a little better last week, but, I mean, his last four, 18, 33, 59, 48. I feel like he was on fire coming out of the COVID break, and he just cooled off a little bit. I still think he's solid, so it's not like I hate him. It's just, man, I'd rather play these other guys, and it's just hard for me to play him over Adam Scott. Like, how can I play Hovland over Adam Scott? I just trust him more, and Hovland's probably going to be higher owned, honestly. Like, Hovland's got to be 15% or so, I would think. So, I don't know. I'm off, but again, I don't hate it. I mean, he's definitely a top-level golfer.
Yeah, I mean, 8,100 too for him is a pretty good price. So I wouldn't mind him personally, but I get what Tony's saying. I think you could look at him, especially if you're MMEing. But let's move down to this 7K range, and let's start, at the top, Alexander Noren, who I feel like I've just I continue to bring him up, and you guys never like him. And the guy's just done well.
He's been crushing.
He's been fun of me like the last two times I brought him up. So I didn't bring him up last time out because I didn't want to be made fun of. But the guy just keeps crushing. Like, I don't know. He's like one of those guys, just streaky. And Big T, I'm going to start with you because you lead the charge and just making fun of JSU whenever he brings one of his guys. I mean, I'm not talking Phil Mickelson. I'm just saying though, you got to get on me every time I bring up someone. Come on, give me a little credit here.
I mean, I got to give it to you. I don't like Alex Noren, but like I look at his results. 8th, 22nd, 9th, 3rd. Like, that's solid. You look at his odds. Let's find his odds. I just had him up a second ago, but 88-1, which in this price range is fine. Like, it's a long par with these other guys in here. I just don't like him. I mean, some guys, I just have a hard time playing him in this range. I do like his history, though, and maybe I need to have more interest in him because – he is not projected to be high owned. It's a no cut event, so there's no pressure as far as that. He's just been really good, so I might need to reconsider. I mean, you might be onto something here because I definitely don't like anyone else in this range too. So maybe I need a guy in here. Like I'm not playing Henley. Woodland's been awful. I'm definitely not playing Woodland. Abe Answer is a cut event type guy where I don't want to play him in a no cut. Sung Jae, we always talk about it. Play Sung Jae in the scrub events. Don't play him in the good events. Bubba, I'm not playing Bubba. So I think I'm on with you. You talked me into it. I'm in there on Alex Noren. I need a guy in this range, so he can be my guy in this range.
I love it because I'm really not on anyone else in this range either. So this is perfect. And people in the chat are looking for Mangone. We fired Mangone. We gave a raise to Travis.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're looking for
practicing
Mangone,
talking slower.
he's out. We hired Travis. We actually gave him more money. So look for Travis in the Discord. We're changing his name soon. So look for Travis.
And Bono 6699, my man that always watching these shows. I had my worst week last week too. I had no chance to cash anything last week. No DJ, nobody in contention really. Definitely a bad week for me last week too. So I feel you.
Yeah, definitely a rough week for this show, but we're going to bring it back. All right. So this is the show here. We're going to bring it back. AP, me and Tony don't really like this range, but I did bring up Alex Noren. I sold Tony on Alex Noren. Can I sell you on some Alex Noren? Come on. Any?
I mean, okay, so Alex Noren, I mean, yeah, he's a phenomenal putter, and he's been playing really well. So, like, I mean, I know you guys, like, talk about it, but, like, I mean, when a guy's putter's on and if these greens are tough, then, you know, I definitely have interest. So, I don't mind him at all. I guess my one worry here is if this course is playing tougher and if, you know, hitting fairways is a priority, you know, the getting off the tee part has not been the strength of his game. So it's something that I'm going to have to look at. I want to review the fairways even more. I mean, and look at the rough. I mean, I just everything I was reading, you know, says that that's a priority. Now, with Gary Woodland, like, man, this guy, like, led the tour or was a top 5 in off the tee. Like, his off the tee game was, like, top 5 last year. He's like worse in the field this year. Like that is literally the worst part of his game. It makes no sense. He's playing really bad, but his approach game is still strong. His scrambling is still strong. His putting is still decent. So like here, I don't know. I mean, Gary Woodland, he has massive upside here. He's playing bad, but he's going to be 3% owned. I mean, and it's a no cut event. I have some interests. I gotta say, I know our team is split on him. I saw Hoop was on him. I know Snyder has him as a fade, and I'm torn. I played him last week. I feel like I got to give him one more shot. So I'm gonna say I'm on him. I'm giving him one more shot. Abe Answer, when I ran a few different models, man, outside of last week, he's been Mr. Consistent, which, you know, Big T makes a good point. You don't really want Mr. Consistent at a no cut event. You want a guy that's gonna, you know, contend, be, you know, a top 10 finisher, and who's gonna score really well. If you're like, I think if you're playing cash games, or if you're just, I mean, actually probably not even a cash game play, he's gonna be so low owned. I think Answer is a sneaky tournament play if we feel this course plays tough. Like if you think the winning score is going to be -9 to -10 this week, I think Answer is a phenomenal play. If you think the winning score is going to be -18 to -20, I don't think you play Answer.
So
and then yes, Sung JM. I'm not playing him.
So you think Abe Answer is going to be? Going to be low owned?
I'm 3.5% projection is what I'm showing right here.
Man, I'll be shocked if he's not double digit. Personally, I think people go back to him.
Okay.
He might not be as high owned as last week, but
I
think
was
people
looking
go
at
back to him.
Fantasy National. So I mean,
if he's 3% owned, then he's definitely someone you should look at 3% owned anyways.
Yeah,
just for the caliber golfer he is, I really thought that there was no way that this guy wouldn't be at least 10 to 15% owned, but I might be wrong. Tony, you said you didn't like this range, so can we kind of just move down to this lower 7K range? You got to like a few guys down here.
I mean, I should talk about a few guys, like my man AP was talking about him last week, but Cam Champ, last week, by the way, AP said he would crush and he missed the cut. I just throw that out there, but I'm getting on my man this week because I like this guy at no cut events because he makes birdies. We don't have to worry about that this week. He's going to be low owned too. And he has the ability to make a ton of birdies, get hot, finish top 10. Definitely has the ability to win you a tournament. And that's what I want. So I need some Cam Champ. And now that I'm looking at it, like Ryan Palmer too. Ryan Palmer's another guy that we've seen just get hot at times. And I need a piece of that, I think. So give me a little bit of both of those guys. Isn't it weird to see Matt Kuchar at 7,400? Like, that looks cheap to me.
Are we to that range yet? I love Matt Kuchar, man.
Yeah, so talk me into him because he sticks out to me down there. Sell me.
Okay. This can't be right. 2.3% ownership projection. I would take the overs all day. Too. He's like free for a name, and he played well last week.
Wasn't he 7,400 like last week? Yeah.
Like Kuchar, we should say this. Like, we haven't been on Kuchar since COVID, but he's always 8,400, not 7,400. It's a whole different deal.
The best part of his game right now is putting too. His putter's on fire. Which I'm telling you guys, I think putting's important every week, but if I want a guy that scores, you got to have a good putter to score. You got to be able to make those 10 to 15 foot putts to make some birdies. I love Kuchar. I'm going to be extremely overweight on him in this range. I can't play Brendan Todd. I know Brendan Todd's playing good or whatever, even though he just missed cut and then he finished 64th. I can't play Brendan Todd over Matt Kuchar in the playoffs. Matt Kuchar's a name. He's super cheap. So I like that call. And then, all right, T, what about Kevin Na? Kevin, you usually have a good read on your boy Kevin Na.
I usually have a good read to not play Kevin Na. He's just one of those guys that, man, I hate playing him. And usually it's right. I mean, there's not many weeks you fade Kevin Na and he makes you pay for it. I can't imagine playing Kevin Na in this field. I just can't. I mean, I can't play Kevin Na over Kuchar in that same range. I don't think
he's projecting 11%. Man, I think ownership projections are way off. If I was creating ownership projections, no way am I putting Kevin Na 3 to 4 times what Matt Kuchar's projected to be. I think that's wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Jay in the chat. Our Rumpure Bets, running our Rumpure Bets team. What's up, Jay? He said winners win. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. But yeah, so Tony, you don't like Kevin Na. You like Kuchar. You're out on Todd, both you guys. Anyone else in this 7K, lower 7K range? Joaquin Niemann, Adam Hadwin, any of these guys? Are you looking at any of them?
So while AP was talking, I literally cleaned up this whole range, looked at my notes, looked at everything, and I'm only going to leave 4 guys in my player pool: Noren, Palmer, Champ, and Kuchar. The entire 7K range. Those are my 4 guys.
All right.
I like that. I would agree with that. So initially I was high on Corey Connors. I was looking at him.
He was the last guy I took off as the funny thing.
No, hold on. I was high on him. I was writing him up. I was getting too excited. I had tunnel vision. I'm like, how is he 7,200? Look, this guy can't putt right now. His putter is just terrible. He's a good ball striker. Like he's really good, but this dude is like has a crazy 3-putt rate. And you know, I mean, I think that's going to come into play this week. Like you got to have a good putter. You got to be able to hit the ball. You got to find these greens, but you got to have a good putter. And honestly, I feel like Corey Connors could be higher owned since he's a name. He's a good ball striker. He's okay at avoiding bogeys. Not recently, but I think 7,200. I was on him, but now I think I'm going to fade him. And then Mark Leishman is a fade. He's playing so bad right now. I just cut T52, T40 cut. Nothing is good about his game except for his long irons. There you go. Hey, Tony's not okay. So if you want to play Mark Leishman,
I'm going to throw out one more name. Hold on, because this guy's been kind of hot the last two outings he's had. Mark Hubbard at 7K.
I like Hubbard.
T29 and T15. Are you on him? You like him?
Yeah, we got him in the playbook. I know. And if you look at it, I mean, 4 made cuts in a row. And then, I mean, the only downside is withdrawing from the workbench charity open. I mean,
you can't ever withdraw from the workbench.
You hate to see it.
Unacceptable.
Hate to see it.
Who was it?
Mark Hubbard.
Yeah, he's getting X'd out. Can't do it.
All right, we're X'ing out Hubbard. All right, boys, let's move down to the 6K range. AP, I'm gonna keep it here with you. Give me your number one 6K guy. I don't care if he's going to be popular or not, and then someone you think is going to be super low owned that you'll take a shot with.
Yeah, so I mean, he's kind of the anti-workbench play, but Brian Harman, I think he's my favorite play in this range. He's not a bomber. He doesn't have a ton of distance, but this dude's hitting fairways. He's hitting greens, and he's putting pretty good right now. And what he's doing, he's also avoiding 3-putts and he's avoiding bogeys. And I feel like – here's what I think. I feel like he's going to, prod along. He's going to make his pars. And I think he's going to pick up the occasional birdies. And, he's on 4 made cuts. He's kind of like a Kevin Kisner type play, but we'll call him Kevin Kisner Jr. and Brian Harman. I just like how he's gotten better. T58, then T27, now T11. I could just see him getting like a third-place finish. And at 6,900 or a top 5, we'll say top 5. At 6,900, you're going to need him. I think I'm going to be extremely overweight on Harman this week.
Yeah, Tony, what are you thinking about Harman? Let's start there.
Tony's not on Brian Harman, I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you right now, JSU, his most hated golfer might be Brian Harman, the way he's treated me, a couple of these weeks.
Harman and Connors have screwed me more than anybody, I think. They just – that being said, he's 6,900. It's a no-cut event. I liked AP's analysis. I could see him kind of plodding along and finishing 15th or something for us to where at this price range, that's all I need. I don't need my 6,900 guy to win. I just need him to finish 12th. Or 15th or something in there to give me a chance, especially like on DK. The main tournament I'm focusing on is this 888 this week that is like 200K or something to first. Not a massive field. 15th will be more than good enough for me in this cheaper range. So, yeah, I'm on it, but I'm on a lot of these guys, honestly. Like I said, I'm going to play the studs. I'm going to lock in on a few of my guys. And I'm going to filter these guys at the bottom. I like Harman. And I'm playing Benny on. Like last week, he literally sucked. He finished – what did he finish? Dead last? I mean, he was literally awful. He was so bad. But I'm going to play him every week. Like I gave my promise last week, I'm going to play him every week. He's a guy that will make birdies when he gets hot. Who knows when that's going to be? But the good thing about this week, there's no cut. So even if he sucks a few days, he can still make us a bunch of birdies and make up for it. He's usually good in tough events too, so sign me up for Benny on. Let's work our way down. Werenski keeps treating us good. Let's see what his credentials were last week. 68th, so he sucked on the weekend, but he played good Thursday, Friday, made the cut, shot 75, 74. I'm off of him. I wanted to see. I forgot what happened to him last week. I don't like that. I mean, the course played super easy. He shot 75, 74. He missed the cut at the PGA. He's getting X'd out. Bye-bye, Werenski. Steele's a guy that makes runs too. So I need to have Steele in my pool. Gooch definitely in my pool. Joel Damon, this might be my favorite play on the board. He's gonna, not to give any spoilers, but he's got a really good chance to be in my core over on Run Pure Sports. For those of you that want to check it out, we got a bunch of content up for the PGA, but he has a good chance to be in my core this week. No cut event. I mean, you look at some of his results. We talk about this every week, but man, he's been good. He missed the cut last week, so that maybe that gets people off him, but 10th, 20th, 74th at the Memorial, which was a tough tournament, a 20th, a 19th, a 5th. Like, he's got a bunch of good results. And again, I want to take the chances on these birdie makers in the bottom. It's a no-cut event. They can't hurt you that bad. Even if they blow up one or two of the days, if they have the ability to go low any of the days, they can make up for it. So I'm on him heavy. Fratelli, I'm on heavy.
Hey, T.
Yeah.
Guess who ranks? You're gonna love this. Guess who ranks first in proximity? 150, 175. Damon? No, and 20th. He's probably, if you combined your long irons, he's probably longer irons. I should say. He's the best in the field. No, he's sub 60. He's one of your boys, man.
Benny,
I'm that 63. Right in that 63 range.
Oh, Danny Lee.
And then
my main man, Danny Lee.
And he's good at putting. That's all you need this week. Good long irons and a good putter.
So, I mean, you led me into it, but he was going to be the last talking point because he's the last guy in my field, obviously, because I don't have anyone below 63 in my player pool. But I say it every single week. Like, Danny Lee might suck. He's another one of these guys that I know it sounds like I'm copping out saying this, but it's the truth. Like, he could suck. He could finish dead last, and I wouldn't be surprised. But he also could be in 5th place on Sunday, and it wouldn't surprise me either, and win you a tournament, which is all we care about. That's all we're not cash players. None of us three are playing cash. We're trying to win a tournament. We're trying to win a lot of money on a Sunday. Danny Lee is that guy for me. And honestly, I can play 3 of these guys. We talk about this a lot on this show, but maybe play 1, maybe play 2. This week, I could play 3 cheap guys because there's no cut. There's birdie makers down here. And if it gets me 3 studs that run away with this tournament a little bit at the top, you can win with like, say I finish 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I know that's tough to do, obviously, but my 3 studs just crush. You'll be able to win a tournament if these guys are finishing 30th and 25th and 20th or something. I like a lot of these guys down here. Danny Lee's definitely in there, but, I mean, what did I name? Like 7 or 8 guys down here? They're all going to be in my pool.
What about your boy Jimmy Herman, Min Price?
Yeah, Jimmy Herman is not going to be in my pool. He had his fun this year. He got it done one week. He's done now. He's in hibernation for a little bit.
Yeah. AP, anything else from this range before we move on to the odds?
No, I mean, I'm going to be limiting my exposure to this range. But
all that selling point, and then you came back with your
no. I like those plays. I love what you mentioned.
Man, I was in the zone and you just pooped on me.
No, Danny Lee. So like I was looking at I was looking at the Postman. I was looking at a lot of these plays, but honestly, I want to stay in that balance range. I get Benny on. I get I get Danny Lee. I like that.
There's no way you don't like Joel Damon.
Joel Damon. I get that.
Yeah. Fratelli? How do you not like Fratelli?
I don't know if I'll play Fratelli. I mean, I get it. I just what's his odds though? His odds can be
these
good.
guys. The problem with the odds in this section though is these guys
doesn't matter.
Like
I guess okay. So
players in the field.
20th at the. So I mean, okay. So if you erase last week, he looks pretty good, and I love doing that. I love crossing off the week before. Like if I just X out the week before, he looks like okay. I get that. I don't hate that play. For me, it's like a roster construction strategy though. Like I would love to like eliminate the entire 6K range except for maybe 2 plays if I was max entering.
I like it.
Yeah, so Tony, let's get into those matchups. It's that time. It's our favorite segment of the show. We're gonna break down some of these matchups for you guys.
All All righty, let's see what we got.
This is like the make or break. I always get some good stuff from this. This is like make or break for me.
I didn't even know Mackenzie Hughes was even in the field. Harmon is minus 144.
He's 7K.
He's 7K. Yeah.
Mackenzie Hughes.
So Harmon's favored over him pretty good. We liked Harmon way more, so that's good. We got Hubbard's a dog to Streel Daddy because Streel Daddy knows how to use the workbench. Hubbard doesn't. So that makes sense. We got Damon's favorite over Benny On, which I like both those guys. But Damon, like I said, Damon is one of my favorite plays for sure. Can't lay big favorite over Fee now. Let's see what we got. It's just crazy. When you see John Rahm minus 140 over JT, that just sticks off the page to me. I don't know how you don't play John Rahm.
You're seeing what? John Rahm minus 140. On DK, John Rahm's minus 118. JT.
Yeah, so I would bet that right now if I had the ability to bet that on DK right now. Like, I would fire that hard. Because John Rahm is definitely higher priced than 118. So, yeah, I mean, anyone watching that show, if you can get John Rahm minus 118 over JT, I would fire that for sure. And, okay, so we got Xander's favorite over Rory. I couldn't imagine playing Rory this week. He's looked so bad. Berger's a big favorite over Jason Day, which is I like that. We like Berger more. Kisner's a pretty big favorite, 125 over Hovland. That AP said he liked Kisner, was inquiring about Hovland. So that John Rahm minus 135 over DJ. Minus 140 over JT. Rahm's a lock button for me. I'll go ahead and say it on here. He's a lock button for sure.
Tony, I got one for you though. I got ready. Yep. Your boy Tiger, he is the dog to Jason Day minus 125.
Yeah, I mean,
does that throw you off a little bit, or are you okay with that?
Tiger doesn't usually look good in the matchups just because he hasn't been that great. So, I mean, he's a dog to Scheffler too on here. So, I'm playing Tiger because he's going to be lower owned, and I just like how he looked. But
my question would be then, do you like Jason Day at all?
I'm not going to play Day, but
okay.
I mean, I get it. He definitely could be a good play in that range.
Oh, we were talking about it. Kuchar minus 156 over Brendan Todd.
Yeah, I like that. Kuchar might be our guy, like on the show where we go.
I think we lock him in. How about we lock in Ron?
How did our team do last week? Did it suck when we picked four dudes?
We had Bryson, Tiger. We had the low end punt, right? Who's that guy that was like leading the tournament for a while?
I can't remember who we even picked, honestly.
I got it somewhere.
See who we got. See if you can figure it out. Yeah. We need to do that again this week, though. Pick four. Cooch needs to be one of our guys.
You know me. I take notes. Let me find my notes. You keep going.
I like Cooch. Okay, let's keep moving down. We got Berger's favorite over Morikawa. Cantlay favorite over Reed. JT favorite over DJ. Yeah, DJ's a fade for me for sure this week coming off that win. Hideki and Adam Scott are pretty even. Casey's favorite over Wolf. Rahm now, minus 140 over Bryson. I mean, he's minus 140 over all the other studs. I don't know how you don't play John Rahm this week. I mean, you just have to play Rahm. He's too good of a play. JT favorite over Bryson a little bit. Morikawa, a big favorite over Jason Day. JT Poston. So this is an interesting one to me just because JT Poston is right down there next to Danny Lee in the cheap seats, down in the low 6Ks. And JT Poston is minus 147 over Danny Lee. That gives me a little reservation about our boy Danny Lee and not just playing Poston over him. Let's see what. So Poston was really, really bad for a while in there. But he finished, so he had a 30th, a 75th, a miscut, and then a 39th. So he hasn't fully been playing great, but with these odds, I think I need a little JT Poston if he's going to be minus 150 over Danny Lee, especially at a no-cut event. We've seen Poston go low at times. Fratelli, I love this one for Snyder. Fratelli is minus 193 over Snyder's boy, Matt McNeely, minus 193. That is a massive line on a head-to-head. Sorry, Snyder. I mean, you got to get off your boy, Matt McNeely.
So, hey, T, real quick,
Yep.
we got to do better for the people. We were on our core last week. Bryson, Tiger, who did fine. Adam Scott, who made the cut. And then I had Gary Woodland.
We had Woodland
miscut, Bryson miscut. So JSU's the only one. Our team pick had a made cut, and then JSU's.
We got to do better this week for sure.
That's poor performance right
That's
there.
terrible.
JSU coming in clutch. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
So that's what we're taking.
I mean, that's terrible showing from us, though. Seriously, we got to do better this week.
We'll do better. AP, your boy Matty Wolf, minus 143 over Brendan Todd. Like, Todd is a no-go to me.
Todd just gets pounded in every matchup. Big dog at every one.
He gets pounded more ways than that, too.
Yeah, the double workbench, whatever, who called it. Two-sided.
Double-sided.
Rahm's minus 140 over Xander, too. I mean, Rahm is just, man, he's tough to not play this
Did
week.
you already say the Rahm favored over DJ?
I mean, everyone's like 140, right? Like, yeah.
Except for this one on DraftKings, JT.
That's a bad line, though. The people need to bet that.
That'll go up. That'll change.
Yeah,
Xander minus 1, almost 30 over Rory.
Yeah, we got to get – Rory's a definite fade for sure.
Daniel Berger's minus 134 over Rory as well.
Daniel Berger is?
Yeah, minus 134 on DraftKings.
Snyder, I know you're in chat, buddy. You got to get off him, man.
Yeah.
You got to fade him.
Got to fade him. Tiger's favored 122 over Adam Scott. That's kind of an interesting one to me. Because that's two guys that could come down to your roster construction, honestly. Tiger's 86, Scott's 82. That could be – there's a time where that could be your last play or something in there where you got to decide. So,
yeah, I see.
Like Tony, our guy Jay's in the chat. He wants to know if we're dropping a dime on a matchup this week. Just one matchup.
We just gave it to you, Jay. You got the – if you can get that DK line, Jay.
John Rahm over JT.
Bryson minus 118 over JT, Jay. Get that in
Bryson?
there.
No, John Rahm.
Oh, I said it wrong. Say it.
It's John Rahm minus 118.
Over this guy? No.
Over Justin
Thomas.
Thomas.
Man.
He said, oh, man. That line is crazy. That line is
don't take
wrong,
the drag off.
I know what's bad
no,
luck.
he pulled it
so,
back.
hey, real quick. Patrick Cantlay, he's minus 134 over Patrick Reed. I know I saw one other line, too, that looked pretty attractive on him. Against Tony Finau, he's minus 138, almost minus 140 over Finau. I might be back on Cantlay.
AP, we need your matchup. Jay wants to know your matchup. Which matchup, if you had to pick one?
Give me a second. If I had to pick one.
Yeah, just one.
All right, T, keep going through them. I'm going to find my one.
We're basically at the end. I mean, we kind of went through them. We're working our way to the winners.
Let's go to the winners. We'll go to the winners now. AP, you find your matchup.
We got to pick a team, too, again. 4 guys again. I mean, who can be our first dude? Like, it's got to be – do we all like Cooch? Can Cooch be like a staple?
I'm trying to find a Matt Kuchar matchup.
I didn't find any either the whole way down.
Oh, man.
Cooch is a solid, like, just universal pick for us, though.
Okay. Here's one I kind of like, and it's just applying, kind of what T said quite a bit, but and it's kind of out there. But Daniel Berger plus 110 over DJ. I mean, he just won a tournament. Daniel Berger has been like a top 5 machine.
Yeah.
DJ either comes out and wins again and posts something crazy, or he just, has an average round. That's how I see it.
And that's plus juice too. Those are the tasty ones.
Yeah.
All right, boys, let's get to these winners and then we'll pick a team. Let's get to the winners. Tony, you got a couple guys?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up DK real quick. Let's see what kind See what kind of odds we got here. Yep, I need Rahm because I think Rahm's going to win for sure. 10-1. Then let's work our way down. Rahm 10-1. Give me Cam Champ at 70-1. I'm going to go with my main man, Cam Champ, 70-1. Let me get one more longer shot. It's easy to pick two more when you know you got the winner in Rahm. And give me Damon, 175-1.
All right.
Two guys that probably won't win, but I'll take the odds.
AP, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm pulling mine up right now. I might go. Okay. What do you got for Kisner's odds? Do you got bookmaker?
I got 35-1 on DraftKings. I don't know what bookmaker is.
All right, give me Kevin Kisner.
All right.
He's going to be one of mine. I'm going with give me man. Let's see. He's got Rahm. I can't do JT. What do you got for JT's odds? Is it like 14-1?
I'm seeing 12-1 on DraftKings.
Yeah, I can't do that. Give me Patrick Cantlay. He's going to be my number 2. And then I gotta get a little bit creative. Give me Abe Answer. I'm going with Honest Abe.
All right, 90-1 on DraftKings, Abe Answer, and Patrick Cantlay, 30-1. Let's see. For my mid guy, give me Tony. You said Alex Noren was 88-1.
Noren, whatever. What was it on DK?
It's 70-1. I'm gonna take Noren at 70-1.
Let me see. Yeah, I mean he's 88-1 on bookmaker if people had a bookmaker account.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take. Give me Adam Scott at 45-1. I'll take my shot with Adam Scott at 45-1, and then long shot. God, where's Dylan? Did you take Dylan Fratelli?
No.
I'm gonna take Dylan Fratelli at 110-1, or whatever it is.
Love it.
Let's do it.
I sent the stuff out today, by the way. I went to FedEx, sat there for the people for a while. All the gear from the shows has been out. Everyone should get it within the next couple days.
Did you get more large and?
So that is the issue we need to talk about as a staff. We got a lot of big people that were winning prizes because we got no big sizes left. We're down to all like smalls and mediums. So a lot of the contests going for the next week or two are going to have to be like you're only allowed to win if you want a medium type thing until we get some more stuff.
That's funny.
Yeah, the mediums. So we'll just do it tonight because we like our golf people. If you're a medium while we're picking our team, say something in the chat like I'm a medium. We're gonna pick a winner that wants a medium, and you're gonna get a shirt tonight.
Yeah, let's do it. I like it. But first, guys, you got to hit that thumbs up.
Yep.
We got to get a good build going though, too, guys. We gotta redeem ourselves. The Dumb and Dumber GIF completely redeems himself. That's us this week.
All right, Steve.
What's the group pick?
Steve calling me and Mangone out. I don't even know who Mangone is, but calling me and Mangone out, saying not a lot of players are the size of JSU and Mangone. Thank you.
I'll hop in there too. And Lindsey Kelly, like that's a good way to get a shirt. When you get in there and say small, that's how you get it. That's how you get things done, Lindsey, because we need to get rid of some smalls.
Yeah, small or medium. If you're a small or a medium, put that down in the chat. It'll be the closest scroll up to whoever says small or medium. But boys, let's pick 4 golfers.
So are we locking Cooch in? Is that the team pick?
It's a good starting point, just because because we have to leave 2 open. He gives us a good boost.
This might be my main squad for the week too. I'm not throw this in the
throw
it something.
Start us out, JS. You pick us a winner.
All right.
Because you let us last week. You gave us our anchor. You were the only one to make it through. So you start us this week.
Well, see, now you're giving all the props, but you're also putting all the pressure on me.
I gotta see how I did that? That's how it's done.
And I just want you guys to know that shows a true leader. Like he's showing you who the true leader is in the group. So
Jess, you have definitely been the true leader over the last few weeks with all those wins you've had.
This is why AP and me get along. See that right there? That he knows what's up, Tony. You learn from this, okay? You got to learn. All right. We picked Tiger last time out. He did us good. He was really the only one that did us good.
Tiger.
I still like his price. I mean, starting off with Kuchar and Tiger, that gives you guys the opportunity if like one of you guys wants Rahm, you got
8,500 left. Like you can do whatever you want for your other 4 spots.
That's what I mean, though. So like I'm saying though, let's start off with Tiger and Kuchar. I think that's a safe combo to kind of start out with. And then, like Tony, we're going to start there. So Kuchar and Woods. We all like
AP's
Kuchar.
got to give the next one.
Okay.
I'm going to give a gem.
All right. You're going to give a gem.
Are you going high or low?
I mean, it doesn't matter because even if we both go low, then they can pick 2 studs. It'll be easy for them.
Yeah.
So I got to go with with my read on this one. I got to go Brian Harman. So I'm like stepping out there, 6,900. I feel confident in this play. I feel like he should be like 74, 7,500 with how he's playing right now. Now we got like 9K left.
So this is where it's going to get good though, and this is how we treat our customers over at Run Pure Sports. Because I'm going down and taking Joel Damon. We're going to leave the people with 10,300 for their last 2 spots. You can pick whatever 2 studs you want. We're giving you these 4: Kuchar, Damon, Harman, Eldrick, Tiger Woods. I mean, that's a winner this week, boys. That is a winner. Winners win.
There you go. There you
Man,
go.
I should have taken Cam Champ. They said Cam Champ in the thing. I like Cam Champ, but he didn't make the cut on our victorious team this week.
God, Tony, you imagine going with the two cheap guys we already have, and then throwing out like a Cam Champ?
Yeah, I mean,
oof.
A lot of options.
We can revise, Tony. We can revise if we want to revise. We still got time.
Revise. Not on this team. This team is people can work off it. They can.
You can make some tasty builds off of it.
Yeah, like they can pick 2 stuff.
It's good. I like those guys.
All right.
They're all going to make the cut.
All right. Remember, guys, we need people that are smalls and mediums. Schmediums count as well, but larges do not count. We need someone in that small to medium range.
The triple X's definitely don't count. We had a few triple X's that turned into double X's on today's shipment. I mean, we got no big sizes left. We got all just big dudes that won the prizes, I guess, because DFS has a lot of big fellas besides JSU.
Yes, besides me. I am not a big dude. I am short. I weigh about 145, 50 pounds, so I'm not a big guy. But
145.
Those guns, though. Show them the guns. Just give them a little visual. Just lift them up.
No. I didn't work out today, so I'm not feeling it. All right, I gotta work out. I sent Tony a picture yesterday of me in my dojo, working out. Finally, I got back into the old dojo and got a nice workout in. But I got to get back to it every morning. JSU's been slacking, getting lazy. So we'll see. Let's pick a winner, though, Tony. Come on, let's go. You need to pick the small and medium.
Small and medium. There hasn't been too many. We got one schmedium in there. Didn't quite make the cut with the schmedium. Maybe next contest, but let's go with Lindsay Kelly. I liked it when she said she's a small. Let's get her a small out there, Lindsay Kelly. Send me a tweet, Big T44 DFS, or in the Discord. You can send it to any of us or the Run Pure account. Give me your info. We'll get you this small shirt out. Love it. Love that we got. That might be the first small I've sent out, honestly. I think we started with like 15 smalls, and we still got 15 smalls. So I think we need to find a few little people that win. Or ladies. Like, what's wrong with giving a few to some ladies?
Yeah, we might be running, some of these contests where we just ask for 2 people that are smalls or something like that. Because
and the next time we order some gear, like, we need a lot more big sizes than the small sizes.
Yeah, we're gonna cut out the small sizes, and we're gonna just increase on the large and extra large, because I'm sure those ones went out quick. But shout out to you, Lindsay Kelly, and guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Again, if you haven't checked out Run Pure Sports, get over there, check us out. $65 for the month. You're gonna get locked into that if you sign up before September 1st. So anytime between now and September 1st, get in. That's the cheapest you're going to get it at, $65 for the month. You'll be locked into that for life. So get over to Run Pure Sports, sign up, get in the Discord, hit us all up in there. We're in there answering questions, all of us. So, get in there. It's a good time, but we're going to get out of here. So again, for me, JSU, Big T, AP, thanks for hanging out with us.